To add to these demands, some of our trusted employees have engaged in fraudulent activities at the branch, leading to theft, forgery, fraudulent loans, and abuse of the power vested in them. We will not discuss this matter too much since it's an ongoing investigation where criminal charges will be levied and civil suits will follow to recover these funds. We have done a special audit and have contacted the authorities to engage the legal system apart from the immediate dismissal of these employees. A total of 6 employees were dismissed from the branch. This is a significant matter that will be reflected in our financial statements in the Treasurer's report.
This will then be Ray Martinez, Raymond Coleman, Mara Cabral, Lionel Arzu, and Aurelia Cal. And so we'll put them up side to side.
Virginia Health. They announced that you are part of the nomination committee. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yes, what happens is that by the rules for the nomination committee for credit unions across Belize clearly stipulates that there is a nomination committee that is supposed to be formulated before any annual general meeting of whatever particular credit union. In this case, the Toledo Teachers Credit Union nominated a nomination committee which normally comprises of 3 individuals. In this case, it was myself, Mr. John Palmer, and Mr. Rodolfo Schall.
Okay. Now, this nomination committee should be in place according to the bylaws at least 1 month before the AGM. Was that adhered to?
Well, what happened is that in my case, I got a call from the credit union about a week prior to the actual AGM. This was the AGM that was postponed, or the first AGM that was actually designated, I think, about a month ago, and then we had the one that was held today. So really, yes, if I recall, there should be about a month notice for the formulation of nomination committees, and the nomination committee should also be meeting at least on a quarterly basis per annum.
Okay, so you being a part of the nomination committee, you guys met a week before the AGM?
Roughly about a week before the AGM, indeed. And what that means is that that was the moment at which this nomination committee was actually formulated. So it would have meant that we wouldn't have had any opportunity to have met any time prior to that. So this thing about meeting on a quarterly basis wouldn't really be applicable to us.
Didn't really happen.
No,
so a week before the AGM, they called you up,
right,
said that you 3 are on the nomination committee, and then the guys got nominated. They submitted their name to be nominated.
Well, what happened was that these names were already submitted. These persons were aspirants, although they were already members of the actual board of directors of the Toledo Teachers Credit Union. We have the board of directors, we have other committees such as the credit committee and the supervisory committee, and most of the members were applicants that had already submitted an application. So when we reached for that week, we met these applicants already.
Okay, so now today they had the meeting. They had 3 new board members. So those board members, will the nomination committee have a chance to vet those members before they are actually members?
Well, the process should be that whoever is nominated, because it's a floor nomination, there has to be some kind of due diligence of these individuals to ensure that these individuals do not have a criminal record, for instance, will not be a conflict of interest in their duties, things like these. So I believe that the nomination committee should meet again and vet these new members to ensure that we have people with the proper reputable character and favorable image in the community to represent the credit union.
All employees involved in this scheme were terminated.
The Board of Directors clarifies that the Central Bank of Belize, the regulator of credit unions in Belize, is fully aware of the scheme and is regularly updating on the plan of action taken to recover on the recovery of the funds and to criminally charge these individuals. Apart from the 6 employees mentioned, we had to release another 3, which totals to 9. So the branch is totally operating with new employees now, trained at the head office, and all of the controls are from the head office. It has doubled the work on the personnel from the head office, but it's a requirement that we have to put in place and that we have to ensure that nothing like this happens again. But the reserves of the credit union in the last 25 years have been excellent, and we were able to observe without affecting any member's funds or any of the assets of the credit union.
Possible.